Welcome to our in-depth exploration of the psychological landscape of narcissism. Today we're addressing a pivotal question that often emerges in the aftermath of narcissistic abuse. Do narcissists ever experience regret or guilt for their actions? This query is not just a quest for understanding, but also a search for closure by those who've endured such manipulation and pain. At first glance, the response might seem straightforward. No, narcissists typically do not feel regret or guilt in the conventional sense. However, the reality is far more nuanced and rooted in the intricate psychology of narcissism. To comprehend this complexity, it's crucial to understand the narcissistic psyche. Narcissists operate within a framework where morality is not absolute but fluid, constantly realigned to suit their objectives and desires. This moral flexibility means their actions are not anchored in a universal sense of right or wrong, but rather in a self-serving doctrine. Such an outlook fundamentally impacts their ability to experience regret or guilt. Interestingly, narcissists do exhibit a form of regret, but it diverges significantly from the typical emotional response. Their regret is not directed towards the emotional or physical harm they inflict on others. Rather, it is a self-centered sentiment rooted in their failure to maintain control, maximize manipulation, or fully exploit a situation to their advantage. This form of regret is indicative of their inherent self-absorption and lack of empathy. Drawing from personal experiences with narcissistic behavior, one can observe this unique form of regret. For instance, in a family dynamic dominated by narcissism, the regret expressed by narcissistic individuals often revolves around strategic missteps, not sending a child away or not exerting enough control, rather than the emotional trauma inflicted. This perspective provides a window into the narcissist's mindset, where regret is not about remorse for causing pain, but about the inefficiency in their manipulative tactics. Furthermore, narcissists' inability to self-reflect or assimilate external criticism into a framework for change underscores their incapacity for genuine regret. Attempts to highlight the need for change are often met with resistance or outright dismissal. This lack of introspection means that any expressions of regret are strategic, not heartfelt, and are employed as tools for further manipulation. The danger lies in the narcissist's skillful use of feigned regret as a manipulative device. By portraying themselves as remorseful victims, they seek to regain sympathy and control, often successfully isolating their target and swaying public opinion in their favor. This manipulation can lead to re-victimization if the target is drawn back into the narcissist's orbit, believing in a false promise of change. For survivors of narcissistic abuse, understanding the true nature of a narcissist's regret is crucial. It is not a harbinger of change or a genuine acknowledgement of harm caused, but a calculated tactic to regain control and continue their manipulative cycle. This awareness is a vital component of the healing process, helping survivors to recognize the fallacy of narcissistic regret and to steadfastly maintain their distance. It's important to remember that the regret exhibited by a narcissist is a distorted reflection of their egocentricity, not a sign of empathy or understanding. Recognizing this can empower survivors to see through the facade, to resist the temptation of re-engagement, and to continue on their journey of healing and self-realization. Thank you for joining me in this exploration. Until next time, stay strong in your journey of recovery and let the healing continue.